Hey, Matt McKay here with Expert Mortgage Group. First off, did you know that Expert Mortgage Group is proudly affiliated with the Mortgage Group Canada? This is where all of these nice awards come from, top 5% in the country, coast to coast, year over year. On that note, today's Mortgage Minute, I want to talk about getting proper advice. We've had a few clients reach out to us recently where they're getting themselves in a jam. So, let me just give a few examples. So if you're buying a property and you're wanting to flip a property or do a lift on a property where you're going to be putting some renovations in and you want to be able to refinance it afterwards, you got to make sure that you're doing your due diligence up front. So if you're buying something, make sure that you know exactly what your costs are, what your plans are going to be with the property, and using all the professionals that you need, whether it's a structural engineer, a draftsman, essentially get your plans in place. You need to work with the municipality if you're adding units or changing anything substantial to the property. Essentially, that's going to require a permit. And also making sure that you're checking all the components when it comes to zoning, but also, most importantly, is getting an as-is and as-complete appraisal. So if you're buying something and you're putting a lot of money in, you want to make sure that you know exactly what your cost is going to be, so your quotes. And number two, what the end value will be of that property. Because if you are coming back to us to be able to refinance it, if you're in a negative equity position, that means that you spent too much money doing the renovations. What's going to happen is that you're going to have some money stuck in the deal and you're not going to be able to leverage that property to be able to do your next deal. So these are extremely important when you're trying to build a portfolio, is to get these things right. Because if not, what's happening is you're going to be stuck with that property and stuck with some funds essentially in that property you can't refinance to get all of the funds back to rinse and repeat. So before making any mistakes, reach out to us, 1-866-585-2022 or expertgrp.ca, and we'd love to help. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day.